Role of women in love. An analytical study of the sculptures of Kahjuraho reveals the dominant role of woman in ancient Indian society. It also portrays women as being much more than just a means for expressing love. The sculptors depict the beauty, poise and massive energy of women in these sculptures, giving credence to the fact that 10th century Indian society regarded woman as the finest creation of God. The portrayals eternalize women's deep devotion, giving their all to gratify their lovers, at the same time displaying their total gratification as reflected in their graceful poise and rapturously content facial expressions. It seems that their love transcends everything else. Another very revealing fact depicted in the sculptures of Kahjuraho is the equal role of women in the act of lovemaking, with women also seen as initiators and assuming the lead, seducing a lover by disrobing, teasing her lover's beard, divesting her lover of his garments, assuming charge in lovemaking by sitting astride her lover's organ while he lies down under her. All the sculptures reveal how women in the medieval era were much more expressive and uninhibited during the acts of intimacy. While everyone acknowledges and admires the artistic eroticism displayed on the temple walls of Kahjuraho, scholars have endeavored to perceive these temples from a different plane altogether, striving to establish a deeper connect, studying the architecture and theme of these temples, reveling in the spiritual aspect of Kahjuraho. All the sculptures, erotic and otherwise, seem to convey a far more profound message. They underline the dichotomy of human beings within, a mix of divine and the devil. Man is exposed to temptations of both love and lust. The choice lies entirely with him to attain spiritual freedom or sensual slavery. The myriad of choices man has in life have been portrayed on the outer walls of the temples. These include man's unrestrained appetite for sex. Only those who single-mindedly focus on the determination to attain self-realization are able to transcend the multitude of earthly desires and progress to a spiritual plane. The level of realization is depicted at a higher level on the temple walls, showing Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, the three super manifestations of creation, preservation and demolition respectively. As man ascends higher up the levels of the divine plan, the designs of the temple grow more abstract and symbolic. The higher levels of the temple walls have no depictions of the human form or of the gods, just like divinity is formless and without expression. Gradually, the entire structure reaches a pinnacle, which seems to blend into space, a pyramid of life, culminating into the limitless and unabounding beauty and glory of the infinite. Thus, the Kahjuraho temples are a depiction of the multi-level journey of man's inward search and discovery to self-realization. Can there be a better example of the understanding of life than this? Indeed, it is a question of the perspective. Kahjuraho gives to the beholder what he seeks.